She basically just doesn't like kibble at all at this point. Their bowel movements are not like firm enough. I just don't want her to continuously not be able to like express herself.
So we've got a few topics there. So we'll go through all of them.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Marta, one of the veterinarians here at PangoVet. In this video, you will get to see how our online consultations work and what one of our daily calls can look like. You will see that at PangoVet, we take the time to really listen to your concerns. We can see your pet on video, or if that's any easier, we can see any pictures or clips that you can forward to us. Once we have all the information, we help you understand what's going on with your pet, and together we make a plan that suits you. On today's call, you will meet Meagan, Rue's mom. Meagan reached out because she had some questions about Rue's diet and the fact that she had become a picky eater. She noticed that Rue was having less bowel movements and started to develop some anal sac issues. Together, we went through Rue's diet, eating habits, and overall health and worked out a plan that made sense for them. I hope you enjoy watching this video.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are
Hi,
you?
Marta. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Welcome to PangoVet.
Thank
Um,
you.
I'm Dr. Marta, and we are here to answer any questions that you may have about Rue, and go through the concerns that you mentioned in the booking form. So
Cool.
let me just double check that this is right. So you wrote, Rue has become a very picky eater, which has led to her having smaller bowel movements and trouble with her anal glands. So
Hmm.
is this correct?
Yes, it is.
Right. So I'm all ears now, and you can tell me all about it.
Okay, it's been probably going on for about a month now, where she's like kind of just doesn't want to eat her food. So we've switched kibbles and stuff. She basically just doesn't like kibble at all at this
Okay.
point. Um, and so we've been like adding either like fresh chicken into her food. We also have a fresh food subscription service that we use. So we normally do 50-50, like we'll do half the meal as kibble, half the meal as the fresh food. But lately she's just eating either the fresh food and the fresh food we notice with, because we have two Dachshunds at home, um, the fresh food we notice that their bowel movements are not like firm enough. So they're quite soft with just the fresh food. So that's why we supplement with the kibble. Um, but now she's not eating the kibble. So it's just, I'm just worried. I just don't want her to continuously not be able to like express herself. Um, and yeah, because we have, like I said, we have two Dachshunds, so we've had that issue in the past with our other Dachshund, and it's just yeah, it's not a fun issue to have when their sacks are full. So I guess my question is, like, is it okay to not feed her kibble? Like, does she need kibble, or can we supplement with other things? Um, and like, in terms of, we have no problem with us making our own dog food, like if that's the direction that we're going to go. My concern is just making sure they have everything they need.
Okay, so we've got a few topics there. So we'll go through all of them. I'm
Okay.
just going to ask a few questions
Yep.
first. So, so let me check. Do they feed, do you feed them at the same time?
Yes. Yep.
Do they each go and eat from their own bowl, or
Hmm.
do you have a problem that they, I don't know.
No, we feed them in different parts of the kitchen,
Okay.
and they know which spot is theirs.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant. So yeah, so they could be fed something different, and you make sure they each of them has their portion.
Yeah, they could be fed something different. Um, I feel like they would catch on though. I think that um, just because we make them at the same time and they see it, and like they will go check out each other's bowls. They won't eat from each other's bowls, but they will look,
Okay.
probably for that reason, to make sure we're being fair.
Oops. In an ideal world, you would feed them the same. So you don't.
Ideal world, yeah.
Perfect. And so Rue, is she spayed?
Yes.
Yes. And your other dachshund, is he a male?
Yes.
And his name is?
Draper.
Okay. And he's been neutered.
Yes.
And they both have similar exercise levels.
Yes. Yeah. Exercise in terms of taking them for walks. We do everything with them together.
Together. Brilliant. Do you think so? Has been going on for in the last month, right?
Yeah.
Around a month.
Do you want to say hi?
So
This is
there
this is Draper.
Oh, hello, big boy. Oh,
Yeah, he's a good boy. Okay, sorry, what was your question?
okay, no worries. And do you feed them twice a day?
Yes, yeah, they get breakfast and then they get dinner.
Okay, brilliant. So, can you think of anything that triggered this picky eating?
No, like she's kind of gone through waves of it before. So when we had her on kibble that like puppy kibble when she was a puppy, and she decided she didn't like the puppy kibble anymore and started to eat Draper's kibble, like his adult formula kibble, which like wasn't great, but she was so close to not being a puppy anymore that we were like, oh, whatever, it's okay. And then I'm trying to think, there was another time where she just like kind of stopped eating her food too. So we've kind of constantly had to be switching up things. We've even to try and promote her to eat her food. We've added like fresh goat milk, just like
Yeah.
just a little bit to it, or like plain Greek yogurt, like just like a little bit, just to kind of jazz up the kibble.
Yes.
And that kind of helps. But then again, she just it's like she gets sick of it. So I don't know if it's okay to like constantly be switching their food.
So yeah, normally we try to stick to one type of diet.
Okay.
So it's when we choose a diet for our dogs, we try so it's obviously a diet that they like, that
Mm,
they will eat, and that we feel it's of course complete and balanced for their life stage, which you are choosing, and that is sort of convenient for us, okay? Because we always, of course, I can imagine you need to check the price and how you get it and all these kind of things. So with your question about do dog need to eat kibble? No, they don't need to eat kibble. They can eat only fresh food, for example. So if you're on a subscription and that works well for you, that could be their only diet. However, their feces, so the poop, should be nice and firm. We only grade poop from 1 till 7 in terms of consistency, so not color. But the poop should be what it's grade as a number 3. I can send you the chart, which is basically, I don't mind if it's a big or a small, but it's a sausage that you can pick up nicely from the floor and doesn't leave any residue behind. So that's a normal dog poop. If you wanted to stick to the fresh food, that would be okay. And that's dogs normally love it. It's convenient for you because it gets delivered and it works well for you financially, then that's a really good option. However, you would have to then speak with the company. Normally, they've got nutritionists in the team and vets sometimes. So you will speak to them and explain that your dog's poops are not firm.
Great. Okay.
And they may need to, change the formula for them, because I understand they can change the formula depending on the patient, or client. Okay.
Right.
Some pet parents may think that kibble gives dogs a firmer poop and wet food more moist.
Right.
That's not the case. Okay.
Right.
It's the components, the ingredients in the food that can cause diarrhea. So with picky eaters, also as well, regardless of the diet, the idea is that if you feel you have to change the food constantly because she gets bored, we try not to do this because she will get bored and bored. So you stick to one diet. Imagine you decide to provide the fresh food only, or fresh food. I'm 50% kibble. I don't mind. But you would offer the food for 30 minutes. So the food would be down for 30 minutes, and then you
Mm-hmm.
take it away.
Okay.
Both, but if she doesn't eat the portion at that time, then you would offer again a couple of hours later. So
Okay.
you don't starve her until the evening, like if
Okay.
she have it. So that's one. Another thing that you can do, which you've been doing, is adding some toppers,
Okay.
whether it's milk or yogurt if she likes,
Okay.
or there are commercial toppers as well,
Okay.
which you can just buy and put on top. You can use chicken broth,
Okay.
anything that you can think of. If it's kibble, sometimes it helps adding some warm water or broth,
Okay.
and that makes it a little bit more palatable, more appealing. Or shredded chicken. Yeah,
Okay.
a topper. You can add a topper. You can also make feeding time fun. Uh,
Okay.
so you can, if it's kibble, you can spread the food around an area, or
Mm-hmm.
use maybe like a leaky mat. So you can try to make feeding time fun and entertaining
Okay.
and appealing for her. Another important one is trying to reduce treats. So do not feed any table scraps, which you probably aren't giving, but treats. I don't know if you use like treats for training?
Yeah, we don't do too many treats throughout the day. We give them like little treats on walks just to encourage them because I think it's a Dachshund thing. They can be quite stubborn on walks and decide they don't want to walk anymore. So we have to lure them with treats. But other than that, like throughout the day, we're not really giving them anything.
Okay, so it's maybe like a couple of treats per day.
It's not like
Okay,
a ton.
so it's not like commercial treats that are very rich.
No, no. The only treats that we use in the house are their little like freeze-dried beef liver, and
Okay,
they're meant for puppies. They're like training treats, so they're
okay.
really little. I think they're like 0.17 calories like per treat or something. So we'll give them a couple of those.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Joe, because it's of course you can't stop treats altogether if you use them for training, but yeah,
Yeah,
so pick the less caloric treats, then that's ideal.
cool.
The last thing, maybe making sure the bowl, there isn't a problem with the type of bowl that she's fed
Okay.
from. It's not washed with strong chemicals.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that either. Like if you put it in the dishwasher, that the dogs can probably smell like the detergent and stuff.
And then one important thing we haven't discussed is whether she's lost any weight. So do you think because if she's not losing weight, she might be getting what she needs?
She doesn't seem like she's lost any weight. So that's, I
Okay.
guess, probably a good thing as well.
Okay, do you have scales at home, like your
Hmm.
normal body
Yep.
scales? So
Yep.
have you ever tried weighing her, because you can weigh yourself and then weigh yourself with her, and then that would be good to keep monitoring the weight.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe 7 ounces can be a lot for her because she's
Right. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So also like using a chart which is called the body condition score.
Okay.
Uh, have you heard of this?
I have heard of them before. Yeah.
It's just a way to visually check the body, the shape of the body, and
Okay.
which body condition she is on, and then trying to make sure she sticks to her ideal body weight and
Okay.
doesn't any lower than that.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
If we wanted to do like fresh, just let's say we decided to do only the fresh food, and we wanted to just bulk it up a little, in terms of like fiber and like bulking it, because it's fiber that creates the stools that we're looking for, right?
And
Generally.
it's the general digestive process.
Right. Okay.
General digestion, if she is not, so then, yeah, so you're right, fiber is very important. But I don't know if you've got actually maybe a picture of the poop that you could share.
I don't, but one of her poops yesterday, it was like, so in terms of the texture you were talking about yesterday or
Yeah,
before, where you can pick it up, no problem.
yeah.
It was, I was able to pick it up, but it was in like
Ah,
more rabbit style. Like it was
okay.
like five little round poops.
Okay.
So like it doesn't really have that like
Look.
sausage shape that you were mentioning.
And so, yeah, you were asking about the fiber, and we will chat about the anal glands after this.
So for example, in their fresh food, I know they've got like there's 4 different recipes, like they're all different protein sources. There's like a beef, a chicken, a lamb, and
Yeah.
something else. I can't remember, turkey maybe. So let's say it's lacking, I don't know, maybe carb or something. We can add some extra brown rice, or we can maybe add some like hemp seeds or something for extra fiber. Is that an option as well?
They should be formulated not
Okay.
to need any supplementation at all. So
Okay.
these diets are complete and balanced, so they should have
Okay.
everything they need.
Okay.
That being said, some dogs need an extra amount of fiber, okay? So
Right.
they
Okay.
have anal gland issues uh,
Mm,
because they are just more prone to them,
yeah.
or because they just need an extra portion of fiber, an extra amount of fiber. They can be supplemented with but we don't normally use food. We use actual supplements of
Oh, okay.
like commercial supplements made up for dogs
Okay. Okay.
that increase the amount of fiber. So
Okay.
normally
Great.
mixture of soluble and insoluble fiber. So
Right.
yeah, these products are available.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are meant to bulk up the feces a little bit.
Okay.
One we so it's just basically to bulk up the feces, but not to firm up the feces. That
Right.
makes sense.
Yep.
So yeah, you
Okay.
shouldn't need to supplement this diet.
Okay.
I mean, if you do because you want to top it up with something just to make it more appealing, yes, but not because you have to.
Have to. Okay. Great.
Right. And then anal glands. So, and have you noticed any problems with her anal glands? So, is she like scooting on the floor, licking her bum? Is it smelly?
Yeah. So she doesn't scoot, but I can tell by the way she sits that she's almost like a little bit uncomfortable. So she doesn't do the full like boot scoot, but I can just like I know I can tell. And she is smelly as well.
Have you ever had to go to the vet to get them emptied?
Yeah,
And
we've done it once for her. Oh, she's actually had it done twice, I think,
okay,
for her. Yeah.
just emptied. She hasn't had like an abscess or really impacted anal glands that had.
No, but I do worry that like if they continue to have issues, is that going to be something that will happen? Like, so that's kind of why I want to sort out their diet so that we can just
It's something that doesn't happen from one day to another. So it's progressive.
okay.
So first the anal glands are blocked. She can't empty them. She starts having issues, like they are itchy, they are painful. Then they get really inflamed, and then
Mm,
eventually they get infected. So it's
right. Okay.
a long process.
Okay.
So as long as you catch it on time, that's fine. If you feel now they're a bit uncomfortable, the idea is to try to bulk up her poop now and
Okay.
see if you solve the problem like that. Otherwise, you have to, yeah, get to the vet,
Okay.
get them emptied, and yeah, start again.
Okay.
You can get a bit of slime over the
Yeah.
poop. That could be from the colon, so not necessarily
Okay.
from the glands. Glands normally, when they empty, when they poop, it's like a tiny brownish liquid. So
Oh, okay.
anal sac contents are liquid.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Then when
Um,
they get stuck there for very long, then they become a bit thicker.
and on average, like, should a dog be expressing their glands like every poop?
These anal sacs, they have a function. They provide this identity to the poop. So
Mm,
it's the way to communicate with other dogs. So it's meant to be happening every time they poop.
okay.
But they not because they don't get emptied twice, they get blocked and yeah, and infected. So no,
Okay.
it's
Okay. That's good to know. Um, and if we continue to have issues, like, would you get them removed?
it's a last resort.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
it's done normally in dogs that get tumors in the anal sacs, so the surgery
Mm,
is for removing tumors, and for dogs that get very chronic problems,
okay.
chronic or recurrent problems, and they get abscesses, and normally
Yeah.
it's overweight dogs as well, because they
Okay.
overweight dogs have a lot more problems emptying them because they get surrounded by fat and they don't
Uh,
empty properly.
okay.
So it's very rare, I doubt.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, so we've got a little plan.
Okay.
So are you, well, you're going to share with me the brand of food. Are you then planning, you're going to weigh her, we will assess the body condition score. Um,
Hmm.
if she has lost weight, I would then recommend you visit your vet. Okay,
Okay.
so there's weight loss from the last time you visited your vet. I would then recommend a vet visit to make sure we're not missing anything. That's it.
Okay.
And then, so are you going to maybe stick to the fresh food? Do you think?
I
Um,
think so, because she does eat that. So we'll probably stick with that and see what happens.
and now that she's got mild anal gland issues, I could share the supplement and you could give
Okay.
it.
Hmm. Yeah.
You are also, once we check the company and the quality of the food they provide, then you could always chat to them and mention, maybe take a picture of the poop and share it with them,
Okay.
and yeah, and make sure they know about it and they can maybe adapt the formula for you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any more questions for me?
Mm, no, I think that's it.
Lovely. Okay. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, it was very nice. Thank you.
Um,
You've been very helpful.
Thank you. My pleasure. I will send my report today
Okay.
and take it from there.
Okay, awesome. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
So, as you saw in our call with Megan, we covered a lot. We looked at whether it's okay to feed Rue something other than kibble, how to handle picky eating and make meals more appealing. We also spoke about how to keep an eye on her weight and body condition to be sure she's staying healthy. And we also went over anal sac issues, why they can happen, and what you can do if they become a problem. Megan's consultation is a great example of how PangoVet can be there for you whenever you have questions about your pet's health. And the support doesn't end with the call. You can always reach us by email or booking a follow up chat, and you will always be in touch with the same vet who already knows your pet. If you ever find yourself worried or unsure, remember you don't have to figure it out on your own. We are here to listen, answer your questions, guide you, and give you peace of mind, all from home. I can't wait to meet you and your pet.